On two as a color analyst for the spring game, what did you learn from last year, and are you looking forward to your second opportunity?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. It's similar to watching film as a player. You go back and watch the tape and kind of evaluate yourself, and I probably know a little bit more about quarterbacking than commentating, but tried to evaluate, and hopefully I can make some improvements today. But I got a lot of good feedback last year, so every year just try to get a little better and hopefully maybe turn it into a career someday.
Obviously, with a 13-1 record last year, finishing third in the polls, this team's going to have to manage expectations going into the year. So a lot's really going to go on the senior class and how mature they are in handling the expectations. Yeah,
I would definitely agree. You know, the question is going to be, can they handle success? I think that, you know, success is relative because we've had good success in previous years. Nothing like a #3 ranking in the country at the end of the season. But, you know, they're going to find out real early. Having to go to Oregon September 6th is going to be tough. And no matter how good they are, they're going to have to face a challenge right away. So with that looming on the schedule, I think they'll be staying humble and putting the work in.
Connor Cook, first year as a starter, he goes 12-1. What would you like to see him do from year one as a starter to year number 2?
I mean, honestly, if you can get him to have played similarly to his first year, you're going to be pretty happy. I mean, to throw for 300 yards in the Big Ten Championship game and then 300 yards again in the Rose Bowl, I mean, that's about all you can ask for from a quarterback. So to just continue the pace he's on right now, I think is going to be a very successful last 2 years for him. But, you know, I think you can always get better in your understanding of the game and of concepts and of defenses. So it's a constant quest for knowledge, and I'm sure he's working really hard to get there.
Last year, a big question mark going into year was the receiving corps. Now the receiving corps only loses Benny Fowler, so I would imagine you expect big things, though, from Tony Lippett, R.J. Shelton, Keith Mumphrey.
Yeah, you know, usually you have big question marks in the spring, like last year. Who's going to be the starting quarterback, or who's going to emerge at receiver? Are these guys going to catch the ball? And some years those questions get answered, sometimes they don't. But this year you just don't have those big questions. You know, you have depth at receiver, you have depth at the offensive line. You know who your quarterback's going to be, and that makes a big difference. So I think that's where the program has really taken to new heights, and I think those receivers are going to really make it a lot easier on Connor this fall.
Well, actually, too, about Jeremy Langford, again, a guy who's trying to find a home, lands at tailback, and then rushes for over 1,300 yards. Talk about the way he developed as a running back during the course of the year.
Just outstanding. I mean, he went from, I think, having 9 carries the previous year to being the premier back, carrying all the load all season. I mean, the fact that he stayed healthy, the consistent 100-yard games, you know, the way he ran against top opponents, just very impressive. My biggest thing for him is I just want to see him stay healthy and keep doing what he's doing and not try to reinvent the wheel, but just keep it up. And you know, I think he's going to be on his way to hopefully a pro career.
The defense has played an elite level for the last 3 or 4 years. Lose 6 starters, but I would imagine that your expectations are a lot like a lot of the fans. You really expect this defense not to miss a beat, just with some new faces plugged in there.
Yeah, when you lose 6 starters and you're the #1 defense in the country, obviously the bar has been set high and it's tough to duplicate that, but they certainly have recruited well. They have the right coaches in place, so the expectations are going to be high, and even if you're a top 10 defense in the country, you're going to give yourself a chance to be really successful, and obviously now that's what the Spartan fans have come to expect. So should be a defense-led team again with the you know, the talent coming up, and we'll see how it all plays out.